This is a later house. This was built in the middle of the 18th century. It was altered in 1895 by a very wealthy family, and in 1917 it was burnt and abandoned, although the gardens were kept up. And then in the 50s the estate was sold, and then it was smashed up. Everything was stripped, had any value was stripped away, and it became a terrible derelict site full of vandals. It's near the M25, accessible and visible from the M25, near Stansted, near London. The site became very valuable as a development site. It was worth 19 million in 1990 as a development site. And we had no money, but we felt it should be saved, restored properly, no new buildings, for community, educational and cultural benefit. Since '95, the first thing we were doing was paying back the debts, because it was all purchased on borrowed money. Then once we set up the Friends organisation, volunteers came in 1998, and gradually the numbers accumulated and more people came to help. It was a matter of clearing debris, shoveling away stuff, brambles everywhere, everything was overgrown. And so there was a lot of bonfires and clearance going on. But gradually we started working on the gardens. Some work was done on the house. We used builders for the house, contractors, but everything else is done by volunteers. Well, it was a completely and utterly wrecked site. So no floors, no roof, nothing. So we were clearing it up, and at the same time the builders gradually started putting floors in each of the various places, one volume after another. And so it was some time before we could have our first events inside, which we had in about 2003. We had a concert. 5 members of the BBC Symphony Orchestra offered to do a concert for nothing. We served glasses of champagne, and it was all, in a kind of ruined section, but safe to be in there. And we made over £1,000. So we started doing events. We had open days, guided tours, lectures, and so as more of the building got kind of usable, we had more things going on, and also events in the gardens. Well, the first event we had was Midsummer Night's Dream, which was first performed here in 1594, so it was appropriate, and that was all over the gardens. But gradually, events happened in the gardens and also the house.